This was a good one about full self-driving, and I completely agree on this. So if you are in the market to buy a Tesla, I'm talking to you, Alexis. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla and you see vehicles that have full self-driving and some that don't, I've always said people, to value that it's anywhere from like $2,000 to $5,000. But here's a tweet from Christopher Jungeon, and he was exactly kind of in line. So, quote, good rule of thumb for a full self-driving value in a used Tesla market: current full self-driving take rate times current full self-driving price. So what he's saying is 15% times the current price of 15,000. And what that 15% is that the amount of people that actually buy full self-driving of their cars is 15% of all owners that buy a Tesla. So 15% times 15,000, 2250. So the current market price, according to Christopher, is 2250 or 2,250 for the market premium for a Tesla with full self-driving versus one without. And that's kind of in line. Like I tell people, like anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, maybe even like 2 to 3 is a better answer. And so that's where, that's what it should be. But the interesting thing was, like, Tesla does value the full self-driving. If you buy a Tesla with full self-driving, or you buy full self-driving and try and trade it in, they do add a little bit, or at least they say they do. But this was an interesting tweet I found from Andy Sly, he's a big Tesla YouTuber, that's for sure. But Andy quotes, a 70,000 Tesla bought last month is now worth $50,000. That's nothing. Apparently, Tesla thinks my 5-year-old Model 3 is worth $4,000. So it looks like Tesla might have adjusted their algorithms for the trade-in website, because this is a screenshot from, like, if you were to trade in your vehicle for Tesla. Your trade-in estimate reflects the market conditions estimated on January 16, 2023, 17,100 to 19,100. And you can see the line item right here includes value of full self-driving. So Tesla does value it. Do private party buyers value it? Debatable. Dealerships, private party dealerships, also debatable. But I would agree with Christopher 100%. The value of full self-driving is like $2,000 to $3,000. And so, once you're shopping out there, figure out your price points, that you can offer sellers, and add $2,000 to $3,000, maximum $5,000. I would not go anywhere more, because you got to remember the price of full self-driving. Like when I bought my 2019 Model 3 Performance Stealth, the price of full self-driving at that time was $6,000 retail. And of course, just like everything else, Tesla rose the price all the way up to $15,000. So that's another good point. Like, with all these price decreases, is Tesla gonna reduce full self-driving for more take rate? But I mean, they already have that $200 a month subscription. And that's what I actually recommend. Like, if you're buying new, do not pay $15,000 for enhanced autopilot, for $15,000 for full self-driving, or $6,000 for enhanced autopilot. Do not pay these crazy prices for that. If you really, really, really want these features, there is a subscription through Tesla. It's $100 a month for enhanced autopilot and $200 a month for the full self-driving. I'd rather you save the $15,000 first, buy the vehicle, buy your Tesla Model 3, Y, S, and X, buy the vehicle, then after you're driving it, pay the subscription. And then if you still feel like enhanced autopilot or full self-driving is 100% worth it, then drop that huge $15,000 to pay for it. But do not pay for it up front. I know Tesla probably doesn't like me saying that, but I'd rather you save that $15,000. Like, if you're buying like a Model Y, that's like what, a third of the vehicle. That does not make any sort of sense to me. But I guess it's like a third, our fourth or fifth topic about tonight. Like, what is full self-driving worth on the secondhand used market? And the answer is $2,000 to $3,000 if you must. Like, I actually was looking at a Model X with full self-driving, and I added like $2,000 to $3,000, because that's what it's worth to me. I mean, it was really cool to have it, but it's not needed. Everybody thinks they want full self-driving because that's like the latest feature to drive the vehicle for them when you're getting on the highway. But actually, on autopilot, not enhanced autopilot, but autopilot is what everybody thinks that or wants what they think or something. But anyway, when you autopilot is the system that allows you to go onto the roads, throw it into autopilot, and it will stay in the lane for you, accelerate and decrease acceleration for you, and it will keep you in the lane. It'll take you from highway not highway exit to highway exit, but highway, when you get on the highway, it'll drive 45 minutes or however long you want to go until you get to, until you throw it off. It's perfectly, that's exactly what you want. And it's free. And so that's why I recommend don't pay for the full self-driving up front. Just go with the autopilot, because that's really the key thing. Like we drove when we had the Model Y Performance, we drove from San Jose to Vegas, and we had it in autopilot like 90% of the time, and that was absolutely amazing. It's an 8-hour drive, like 4 supercharger stops, and without autopilot, it would have been very tiring. But because we had autopilot, it was probably a breeze at the end of the day. So let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. But today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description. If you want to support the channel, there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And also, if you have any questions, I respond to all DMs in the Patreon to my Patreon members if they have any questions about buying, selling, and all that stuff. So, but you don't even have to do that. Just being here, watching, hitting the like button, comment, and subscribing goes a long way. So thank you for that. I definitely appreciate everybody that's been joining in this run, and it's been crazy. Like ever since November, Tesla deals have been, Tesla's been doubling down, tripling down, and it seems like this is only the beginning at the end of the day. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Happy Hippo, yeah, exactly. Full self-driving is cool. It changes lanes and everything, but it's not, I was not impressed and not buying it. Too expensive. Yeah, it's not worth $15,000. And even like the auto lane change thing, that's actually part of enhanced autopilot. That's actually the only feature that's worth it, but it's not worth $6,000. It's worth like $1,000, maybe that $2,000. What's your opinion on the current used Tesla market? Wait and see. Wait another week. I'm gonna make another video, hopefully next Monday, where that's what we're gonna look at, because the discounts that just happened on Friday. So wait and see. We need to see how the used dealers and all the market is gonna react to it this week during the auctions, and then we'll see kind of where the price kind of settle-ish on that last week of the month. That's for sure. Let's see if I missed anything. Let's see, model. But yeah, welcome. Thank you everybody for jumping in. If they didn't do the $13,000 for the Model Y, it wouldn't be able to qualify for the tax stuff. Yeah, I mean that's 100%. Any news regarding the CVRP? I don't know actually. Let's check, because it seems like these vehicles will now qualify for the CVRP, but it doesn't look like they've announced anything just yet. So we should all just call them and ask them, and they'll get off their butt. And well, not off their butt. It was just announced Friday, so like you gotta give it some time. And now it's MLK. It's a holiday, of course. We can't expect them to announce any sort of news. Trent, a lot of cars do that now. Maybe not steer as well though. Yeah, exactly. A lot of cars do that, but not as solid, I would say, as Tesla Autopilot. Like I've driven other cars, and those vehicles can trip out, will go into other lanes because the turn is too aggressive, whatever. And so it's you gotta be careful. But Autopilot, you can literally have 90% confidence in it and just sit back, relax on your 1-hour flight to your destination. Tesla has made a lot of us forget that all vehicles are a depreciating asset. It finally looks like we're going back to normalcy. Yeah, I mean, it's been for a while, probably since like September, where if you bought a Tesla, if you bought any vehicle, you're gonna lose driving it off the lot. And we're just getting back to what it was before. Like the age-old saying is, when you drive off the lot, you lose 10%, and we are probably just literally right back to that, if not more. Test drove the Model Y again today. It was busy at the dealership. Okay, cool. Which dealership? Which area? Now, curious now, because California probably is always going to be busy-ish, but it'd be interesting seeing. Like I heard Florida was like a Tampa, Florida center was really busy. Chicago was busy and like the coldest of the winter right now. Definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But thanks for jumping on, everybody. Thanks for jumping on this 1 hour stream. We're hitting at the 58 mark. Definitely hit that like if you guys enjoy the content so far, and let me know what you guys think I should talk about or address certain things. Check out the petition if you want to support the cause. It's change.org/Tesla refund to support the cause, because I really feel like Tesla should give something to everybody that bought last year or even Q4, whether it's full self-driving, 10,000 superchargers or 20, 30, 40,000 superchargers or whatever, but they should absolutely do something. It's a great PR opportunity for Tenet, because it's going to turn, they don't want 100,000 upset owners that potentially might never buy a Tesla again because of this. So, or maybe even give them some sort of like better trade-in value when they go trade in 2, 3, 4 years down the line or something like that, because it's you want to get people into that loyalty ecosystem, because people, this is not the last car they weren't going to buy. Maybe if there's a designation on their account like, hey, they bought during this period, we should make sure they get a higher trade-in value for the next Tesla. That would actually make a ton of sense. Happy Hippo, would you upgrade to a Model X if they give you a higher traded value? Exactly. Well, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Why is it not getting petition? I don't know. I shared it on Twitter and stuff, but it's getting ish petition, but not as much as the other guy, Farzi, like 50, 60,000 signatures. Even my other petition where I wanted people to Tesla to lower the prices down to 55K, that only got like 200. But take it, share it, and all that stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.